Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find our Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will be getting daily, weekly and monthly current affairs on regular basis. You can use code VIKAS10 to get additional 10% discount while purchasing the course. This video is available both in English and Hindi. The timestamp for both English and Hindi are mentioned in the description of each video. You can contact us on the number provided or mail provided. Also follow us on Telegram and Instagram, and the link for the same is provided in the description of each video. Also students, this is our homework section's free subscription contest. Follow the procedure and win full 1 year AffairsCloud current affairs subscription. Also students, we have started a new initiative that is of handwritten notes. It is helpful to understand the news daily, time saving and very useful for your revision. Also students, we have started a new initiative that is of handwritten notes. It is helpful to understand the news daily, time saving and very useful for your revision. We aims to cover 15 questions via handwritten notes in upcoming bank exams. These handwritten notes are available on daily current affairs content PDF at our mobile application and website careerscloud.in. Only our Crack Current Affairs subscribers will be able to access these handwritten notes. A sample PDF of the handwritten notes will be available in the description.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be talking about important topics for May month, that is sport. The session will be quite interesting, so stay tuned till the end. Let's start. The first question is, name the chess player who has been recently bestowed with the International Chess Federation's 84th Grandmaster title. So Vaishali Ramesh Babu, right? Indian chess player, and she has been officially bestowed with the title of the Grandmaster by the International Chess Federation. Vaishali Ramesh Babu, she is the sister of Grandmaster R. Pragnanda, right? They are the world's first Grandmaster brother-sister duo, right? And she became the 84th Grandmaster of India. Next, which country is set to host the Badminton World Federation's World Junior Championship for the year 2025? It will be hosted by our India, right? And location where this will be hosted, it is Assam, Guwahati, Assam. And this marks the return of the World Junior Championship to India for the first time since 2008. Next, which country has recently won the Badminton World Federation's Thomas and Uber Cup 2024 after defeating Indonesia in the finals held in China? So it is China that has recently won the BWF Thomas and Uber Cup by defeating Indonesia in the finals. Take a note of this, right? Then remember, China's women team, they have won the 30th edition of the Uber Cup, and China's men team, they have won the 16th edition of the China's men team, they have won the 33rd edition of the Thomas Cup, not 16, 33rd edition of the Thomas Cup, right? So women team, they have won the Uber Cup, right, for 30th edition, right? And their men team, they have won the 33rd edition of the Thomas Cup, right? Thomas Cup, it is related to badminton, right? And Uber Cup, this is also related to badminton. So individually this question can also be asked. Next, in May, Lando Norris of UK won the Miami Grand Prix 24. Lando Norris represents which racing company? So Lando Norris, he drives for McLaren, right? And he won his first Formula 1 Grand Prix title, that secured the first position in which he was Lando Norris, and he has won the first time Miami Grand Prix in which he secured the first podium finish, right? And here Max Verstappen was on second position, Charles Leclerc on third. Next, Jazz has recently announced the first ever partnership with Hockey India for National Women's Hockey League 24-25. So Anandana, the Coca-Cola Foundation, right? They have recently announced the first ever partnership with Hockey India for the National Women's Hockey League 24-25. Next, in May, Indian boxing team has won the how many medals at the Asian Boxing Confederation's Asia Under 22 and Youth Boxing Championship 2024 in Astana, Kazakhstan? So Indian boxing team, they have won a total of 43 medals at the Asian Boxing Confederation Asian Under 22 and Youth Boxing Championship 24 in Astana, Kazakhstan. Right here, Indian boxers, they secured 12 gold, 14 silver and 17 bronze. Next, in which league or tournament did Mumbai City Football Club recently defeat Mohun Bagan Super Giants to win the title? So recently, Mumbai City Football Club, they have won the Indian Super League. This is the title, right? And in this, they defeated Mohun Bagan Super Giants to win this title. Next, and remember, this was the 10th edition of the Indian Super League. Next, who has recently won the 2024 Superbet Poland Rapid Blitz Chess Tournament held in Warsaw, Poland? So it is Magnus Carlsen, right? 5-time world champion and world number 1 Magnus Carlsen emerged as the winner of the 2024 Superbet Poland Rapid and Blitz. And here Magnus Carlsen, who is the world's number 1 chess player, received a cash prize of 40,000 US dollar. Next, which Indian player has recently become the India's 85th chess grandmaster? So 85th chess grandmaster will be Sham Nikhil. Right, take a note of this. He is 31 years of age and he became the 85th grandmaster. He is from which state? He is from Tamil Nadu. Next, who recently won the gold medal in the javelin throw at the 27th National Senior Athletics Championship 2024? So, Neeraj Chopra, right? He is an athlete. He is related to javelin throw. He is from Haryana, right? And he has won the 27th National Federation Senior Athletics Championship, here gold medal with a javelin throw of 82.27 meters. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, which country has been recently chosen as the host of the 2026 AFC Women's Asia Cup? So it is Australia, right? That has been chosen as the host of the 2026 AFC Women's Asia Cup, right? Remember, Australia will be hosting it in 2026 and Uzbekistan, it will be hosting it in 2029. Next, in May, Puma India signed with Dash to become the official kit partner of Indian athletes. So Puma India, this is the brand, they have partnered with Athletics Federation of India to sponsor the kit of the Indian athletes at the Paris Olympic Games. Right? Next, in which Badminton World Federation tournament did Indian pair Satvik Sairaj Ranik Reddy and Chirag Sethi has won the men's double title? So they have won this in Thailand Open, right? And they are world number 3 Indian player, correct? And they have won this Thailand Open. Next, Red Bull's driver Max Verstappen has won the Dash title by defeating McLaren's Lando Norris, who finished second in this race. So Max Verstappen, he have won the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix by defeating McLaren's Lando Norris on second position. For Max Verstappen, this was the 59th Formula 1 win of his career and third consecutive win in Italy. Next, which country has been recently chosen as the host for the 10th edition of FIFA Women's World Cup 2027? It is Brazil, right? And in Brazil, it became the first South American country to hold or to host this Women's World Cup. Next, who has recently won the inaugural Casablanca Chess Variant Tournament 2024 that was held in Morocco? So, Magnus Carlsen, again world's number 1 chess player, right? He has won the Casablanca Chess Variant Tournament 2024 that was held on 18th and 19th of May in Casablanca, Morocco. And who secured the second position here? Hikara Nakamura from USA secured second position here. And here remember, third position was secured by Vishwanath Anand, Indian chess player. Next, which Indian team has recently won a gold at the inaugural edition of the Asian Relay Championship 2024? So, mixed 4 by 400 relay, right? This team has won a gold medal at the inaugural edition of the Asian Relay Championship 2024. Next, which of the following organizations has recently launched the Let's Move India campaign to celebrate athletes participating in the 2024 Olympic Games? If we look at the options, all these three options are right here. Right, these three organizations, International Olympic Committee, Reliance Foundation, and Abhinav Bindra, they have launched an Abhinav Bindra Foundation. They have launched a campaign that is Let's Move India campaign to celebrate the athletes participating in the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. Next, Bardia Daneshwar, Iranian chess grandmaster, has won the Masters titles at the Sharjah Masters 2024. Name the Indian chess player who won the Challengers title at the Sharjah Masters 2024. So, Divya Deshmukh is the Indian chess player who has won the Challengers title at the Sharjah Masters, and during the Sharjah Masters only who won the Master title, it was won by Bardia Daneshwar. Next, in May, Wen Ziyi of China defeated whom to win the women's single at the Badminton World Federation Malaysia Masters 2024? So, PV Sindhu, right? She has been defeated by Wen Ziyi of China to win the women's single title. And who won the men's single title here? It for in Malaysia Masters. So, Victor Axelsen of Denmark has won the Malaysia Masters 2024. Next, in May, Kolkata Knight Riders, captained by Shreyas Iyer, won the title of the 17th season of IPL by defeating Sunrisers Hyderabad in the finals. Who won the orange cap for scoring the most runs for the season? So, the orange cap was won by Virat Kohli of RCB. Purple cap, that is for the maximum number of wickets, was won by Harshal Patel of Punjab Kings. Right? So, orange cap by Virat Kohli for most runs and purple cap to Harshal Patel. Next, who has recently become the first ever Indian to win a gold medal at the Asian Gymnastics Championship? So, Deepa Karmakar, right, has become the first ever Indian to win a gold medal at the Asian Gymnastics Championship. Next, in May, the Indian women's compound team won the gold medal in the Archery World Cup Stage 2 that was held where? It was held in South Korea, in Yicheon, South Korea. This location is important. Take a note of it. Next, who recently won the F1 Monaco Grand Prix held in Monte Carlo, Monaco? So, Charles Leclerc, right? Charles Leclerc, he drives for which brand? He drives for Ferrari, right? He is a driver from Monaco and he has won the Monaco Grand Prix that was held in Monte Carlo, right? On second position was McLaren's Oscar Piastri and third position was of Ferrari's Carlos Sainz. Next, in May, Indian arm wrestler contingent won 7 medals, that is 1 gold and 6 bronze at the Asian Championship that was held in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Dash has won the gold medal in the left hand plus 85 kg para category. So, Shrimant Jha, right? He has won this gold medal in the left hand 85 plus kg para category at the Indian wrestlers at the Asian Championships 2024 that was held in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Correct? And he is Shrimant Jha. He is Indian arm wrestling champion, right? And he is the only Indian who won the gold medal here at the 2022 Asian Arm Wrestling Championship and the 21st Asian Para Arm Wrestling Championship held in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. So that's all for the day, friends. Now let's move to the revision part that will be giving you very important current affairs for learning.
Next, which organization recently released a report that is World Population Prospectus 2024 stating that India's population is expected to peak at about 1.701 billion in 2062. This data was released by UNDESA, that is United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs. They have released this data and it stated that India's population will peak in the year 2062 and it will be 1.701 billion. Right, currently India is the most populated country in the world, followed by China on second position. India is around 1.45 billion people right now. Next, and on third is your United States of America. Then if we talk about UNESCO, remember UNESCO has included Ramcharitramanas, Panchtantra and Shraddhalokya, that is Shraddha Loka Lokana, and they have been added into the memory of the World Asia Pacific Regional Register. Next, SEBI, they have revised the norms on investment by passively managed dash schemes in the group companies of their sponsor. So, SEBI, they have revised the norms on the investments by the passively managed mutual funds schemes in the group companies of their sponsors. Right? Now, as per the new SEBI rules, the passive mutual funds, except for the equity oriented ETFs and index funds, are now restricted from investing more than 25% of their net assets in the listed securities of companies belonging to the sponsor group. Next, which bank or organization has recently launched an agri fund for startups and rural enterprises, that is agri short, to support the startups and agripreneurs through investments in sector specific, sector agnostic and debt in alternative investment funds? It is NABARD, that is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Also remember, the fund manager here will be NUB Ventures Limited, that is a wholly owned subsidiary of NABARD, and the fund will be set up with an initial corpus of 750 crore rupees. Correct, this agri fund. Next, if we talk about Asian Development Bank, right? Asian Development Bank has approved $170 million policy based loan that is aimed at bolstering the or enhancing the India's health system. Next, who has recently won the Golden Sand Masters Award with a gold medal at the International Sand Sculpture Championship of Festival held in Russia? Name that person. He will be Sudarshan Patnaik. He is a sand artist. He is from Odisha and he has won the Golden Sand Master Award. Correct, and he won the gold medal here, and it was at the International Sand Sculpture Championship held in St. Petersburg, Russia. Right, also remember in 2014 he was honored with Padma Shri. Next, remember Purnima Devi Burman. She is a wildlife biologist. She is from Assam and she has been honored with the Whiteley Gold Award, that is also known as the Green Oscar. Right, next, which of the following are incorrect with respect to the 137th edition of the Wimbledon Championship held from 1st of July to 14th of July in London, UK? If we look at the options, just option B is wrong here. A is right and C is right. A is saying that Carlos Alcaraz of Spain has won the 2024 Gentleman's Single title defeating Novak Djokovic of Serbia. Absolutely right. And he has retained the title. That means it was his second win. Then who of won the women's single title here? So the women's single title here was won by Barbara, not Iga Swiatek. It was won by Barbara of Czech Republic. Then C is Great Britain's Henry Patton and Finland's Harry Heliövara won the 2024 men's double title. So that is also right. Next, which state government has recently signed a 60-year lease agreement with Tata Group to set up a semiconductor unit at an investment of 27,000 crore rupees? That is the state Assam. Right, state government, Assam state government, they have signed a 60-year lease agreement with Tata Group to set up a semiconductor unit with an investment of 27,000 crore rupees. And this unit, this will come up at a site of the defunct Hindustan Paper Corporation Limited. Next, which company has recently launched Storm X racing fuel with its first delivery to Madras International Circuit in Chennai, Tamil Nadu? That is IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Right, they have announced the launch of Storm X, a high octane gasoline specifically formulated for racing cars. This Storm X, it blends the high octane gasoline stream with advanced sustainable components that includes 2G ethanol. Next, which organization has recently launched One Scientist, One Product to enhance the research in agriculture and animal husbandry? As the name suggests, a single scientist will be working on a single product, doing research and development, finding use cases in that particular product or field. Here, which organization has launched this One Scientist, One Product? It has been launched by ICAR, Indian Council for Agriculture Research. And the aim here is basically almost 5,521 scientists of ICAR have been registered under this plan, and this plan was launched by Shivraj Singh Chauhan. This plan will be running for the next 5 years. Then if we talk about Agriculture and Processed Food Export Development Authority here, remember FSI, right? And AEPDA, that is Agriculture and Processed Food Product Export Development Authority. They have jointly developed a Unified India Organic logo. They together launched a Unified Organic India logo. This will replace the India Organic and Jaivik Bharat logos. Next, which organization has released the 2024 Digital Economy Report in July 24, stating that India's 163% increase in electronic waste generation from 2010 to 2022. It is UNCTAD, United Nations Trade and Development. Correct? Remember, it is UNCTAD that has released this 2024 Digital Economy Report, stating that India's 163% increase in the electronic waste, that is your e-waste. That means we are generating 163% more electronic generous waste from 2010 to 2022. Correct? Take a note of this. And even here, remember, the IoT devices in the future are expected to increase 2.5 times from 2023 to 2029. Right? That means the e-waste that will be generated will also increase in the coming time period. So proper waste management should be taken care for these systems. Then if we talk about IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature, this is the organization that releases the red list, right? And recently IUCN's red list of mangrove ecosystem, it states that 50% of the world's mangrove ecosystem are at the risk of collapse. Next, which bank, in collaboration with Banco Bilbao Vizcaya Argentina, that is BBVA of Colombia, they have recently launched the world's first biodiversity bond with a value of $70 million to combat biodiversity loss. It is International Finance Corporation, IFC. This is an arm of World Bank, right? And they have recently collaborated with BBVA of Colombia to launch this world's first biodiversity bond that is valued at $70 million, and it is to combat the biodiversity loss. Correct? Then if we talk about Asian Development Bank here, they have signed $60 million non-convertible debentures financing agreement with Aadhar Housing Finance Limited, that is one of the largest affordable housing finance companies in India. Next, according to the IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, they have released the World Economic Outlook update for July. India's GDP growth is how much for FY25? So India's GDP growth rate is 7% for FY25. Correct? And for FY26, IMF, they have retained the GDP projection at 6.5%. Correct? Also, this report stated that India and China, they together will report for 50% of the world growth in 2024. Then according to World Bank, the India's GDP is projected at 6.6%, correct, for FY25. Then according to SBI, State Bank of India's Economic Research Department report, they projected India to grow by 8% in FY24. Next is who was recently awarded the 2024 Committee on Space Research Harry Massey Award during the 45th COSPAR Scientific Assembly that was held in Busan, South Korea. So remember, first thing, that 45th COSPAR Scientific Assembly, where was it held? It was held in Busan, South Korea, right? And who was recently awarded here with the 2024 Committee on Space Research Harry Massey Award? So Prahlad Chandra Agarwal, right? He was honored with this during the 45th COSPAR Scientific Assembly, and he was honored with this Space Committee. He was honored with the 2024 Committee on Space Research Harry Massey Award. Correct? Take a note of this. Apart from this, remember that two Indian scientists have been awarded here, Prahlad Chandra Agarwal and Anil Bhardwaj. They were among the winners of the 2024 COSPAR Award. Correct? Here we saw that Prahlad Chandra Agarwal, he was honored with the Harry Massey Award here. Right? Take a note of this. Important. And if we talk about Anil Bhardwaj, the other scientist, he was honored with Vikram Sarabhai Medal. Next, according to Dash Bank, India and Russia have doubled their payments in national currencies, that is in rupee and ruble, since 2023, despite sanctions by United States America and European Union on Russia. So it is Saber Bank. This is a bank of Russia, right? And this bank stated that India and Russia, they have recently doubled their payments in their national currency, that is in rupee and ruble. Next, in which city South India's first double-decker rail cum road flyover was partially opened for a trial run for the public in June 2024? It is Bengaluru, right? The South India's first double-decker rail cum road flyover was opened for a trial run and it is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. This is 3.36 kilometer double-decker flyover built by the Bangalore Metro Rail Corporation Limited at a cost of 449 crore rupees. Next, in June, GST Council informed that a uniform rate of Dash integrated goods and service tax will be implemented for imports for all parts, components, testing equipments, tools and toolkits of aircraft. So GST Council informed that a uniform tax of 5% integrated GST will be implemented on these parts. Next, name the organization that has recently published a report titled Electronics Powering India's Participation in Global Value Chains, stating that India's electronic goods export are approximately $25 billion annually. So this report released by Niti Aayog, right? And this report provides an in-depth analysis of India's electronics sector. Here the global electronics sector is marketed at $4.3 trillion. This is the global value market. This is dominated by China, Taiwan, USA, South Korea, Vietnam and Malaysia. And India is having a share of almost 4% here, correct? And India's export are approximately $25 billion approximately, correct? Correct here, this is just the 1%, right? India here shares just the 1%, whereas if we talk about India is in the market share, the 4% share of the global demand, but it is just able to cater the 1% of the global market share. India aims here to increase this $25 billion to $500 billion in electronics manufacturing by FY 2030, right? Next. Also one more thing here, UNCTAD, they released a report that talks about the India's foreign direct investment, and it states that India's foreign direct investment has fell by 43% in 2023, correct, as compared to that of 2022. Next is, in which country did Union External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar recently inaugurated India's first overseas Jan Aushadhi Kendras? So it is in Mauritius, where India's first Jan Aushadhi Kendras is located, and it was inaugurated by whom? Our External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. Then it was Nepal who launched a 100 rupees note, right? And this 100 rupees currency note features a map that is a controversial border that includes Lipu Lake, Limpiadhura and Kalapani of Uttarakhand. Next is, name the company that has recently signed an agreement worth 839.55 crore rupees with the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research to build an ocean research vessel, that is GRSE, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. They have developed this ORV, Ocean Research Vessel, and it will be completed in 36 months. It will have a maximum speed of 14 knots and it can operate at a depth of 6,000 meters, that is 6 kilometers below the water. Also, right, it is GRSE and they have signed this agreement with National Center for Polar and Ocean Research for this ocean research vessel, and this will be the largest research vessel to be built by any Indian shipyard meant for deep sea exploration. Also, if we talk about Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, they celebrated their 250th Foundation Day recently in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, which of the following points are correct with respect to the proposals approved by the Competition Commission of India? Here, remember, option B and option C are right. A is wrong. A is saying that acquisition of up to 56% shareholding of Ismartu India Private Limited by Greenco Energies Private Limited. So, is it correct? No. CCI has approved the acquisition of 56% of shareholding. Acquisition of 56% shareholding of Ismartu by Greenco Energies Private Limited. No, not by Greenco, but it will be by Dixon Technologies. So Dixon Technologies will be acquiring 56% of Smart 2. Next is scientists from Dash have recently generated the first undersea map of Ram Setu or Adams Bridge using the laser technology from NASA's ICESat 2. So it is the scientists from NASA, right? They have recently, I correct, scientists from the National Remote Sensing Center NRSC, right, of ISRO. They have recently uh, generated the first undersea map of Ram Setu bridge that is between India and Sri Lanka. This bridge is 29 meters long, 8 meters above the seabed and 1.5 kilometer wider. Correct? Then this bridge is located between Mannar Island of Sri Lanka and Rameshwaram Island of India. Do take a note of this. Apart from this, remember recently it is New Space India Limited, NSIL. This is the commercial arm of ISRO, and they have recently launched the second Optimus aircraft. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, in July, renowned cardiologist Marthanda Varma Shankara Velayathan passed away in Karnataka. MS Velayathan was awarded Padma Bhushan in 1990 and Padma Vibhushan in Dash for his contribution to the medical field. So, MS Velayathan was awarded with Padma Bhushan in 1990 and Padma Vibhushan in 2005 for his contribution in medical field.